Before I came to Colorado, I messed up my ankle pretty bad and it was sprained. And as you heard from a lot of the other pilgrims, we hiked and walked a lot. And so that was very hard on my ankle. My biggest takeaway was that even if things are hard and painful, that it can still be worth it and that you look to God for hope in those struggles.
This week my takeaway was just some great experiences with some great people, some amazing views with awesome people.
One of my biggest takeaways from this trip was just the ability to see God's beauty and what He created in this earth, and just the mountains and the rivers, and just getting to hike up Pikes Peak and all of that was just amazing to me because I got to see what God created for us and for us to see, and that was just so powerful to me.
This week on our pilgrimage, we went through a lot of difficulties and we went on a lot of hikes. One thing that really sought out towards me or kind of made a big difference in my life was the great sand dunes. With a lot of determination and a lot of willpower to get up to the top of that hot sand dune, it took a lot of work and it took a lot of effort, and I saw God just right there with me, just trying to keep me influenced and keep me going.
One of my takeaways from this week was I got a word from God and His well-being, and Zach asked God for a verse. It was 3 John 2, and it was talking about good health and like being well, and that was just one of the big takeaways for me because I don't know, it just kind of meant a lot to me because it's just like good mental health, and just meant a lot to me because I don't know. I mean, sometimes I get too stressed out about things, and then, I don't know, just being have a good mental health and having a nice well-being just kind of stood out to me.
One thing I got out of this trip is I feel like I got a lot closer with God with all the hardships that we went through.
I feel like I have a stronger connection with God. You know, the Stations of the Cross really connected with me, and just the atmosphere of being in Colorado and being surrounded by such great members of our church and friends is just awesome.
Okay, my 2 biggest takeaways is one, when we played volleyball. I really enjoyed that because it was kind of a time for us to all be together. But that was a time when we can all do teamwork, and it was really fun. I really enjoyed that night. And also Stations of the Cross, because I just loved how peaceful it was hiking up, and I'll never forget that. At the top, you couldn't hear a thing. All you were you were just reading, and it was really cool.
I really admired the perseverance that everyone showed on the hikes and the sand dunes.
My biggest takeaway from coming to Colorado was being able to see sights that I never got to see before, which was really cool, and that I'll probably never see again, and being able to hang out with my friends and make some new ones.
The one thing that I think that I'll remember always is the Stations of the Cross. I thought that was really cool, walking up. I'd never done that before.
My takeaway from this trip was being in God's beauty and creation the whole week, because all there was terrific views, and it was just really nice being able to connect to my youth leaders and fellows on this trip.